Hey everybody, welcome to the webinar today with Soiltech. We're going to go over our farm management software program called Insights. Just a little bit about myself. I'm Emily Stewart and I work here at Soiltech as a customer success manager. My background is in agriculture. I grew up on a family farm here in Indiana and still currently farm about 1,700 acres of corn and soybeans with my father. My ag tech background, I have about 12 years in working with different programs throughout ag and implementing them on the farm level, retail level. And looking forward to showing you guys today insights and hoping that you found us so you are able to get in a better farm management system. So a couple things before we start. There is a Q&A box there at the bottom. If you feel free to use that, Kindle will be able to holler those questions out to me, and we'll get those answered as we run through the slides. As we walk through the slides, if you do have any questions, just utilize that box. So let's go ahead and get started. Also, just a couple housekeeping items before we start, right? We're going to go through a couple slides here just to kind of introduce what Insights is. Then we're going to do a live demonstration of using the product. And then from there, we're going to leave it up to any kind of questions that you guys have. So let's dive in. So Soiltech Insights, this is a platform separate from our Signal platform. You are able to utilize the Soiltech devices on the Insights program, but you will be more familiar if you have used our products previous as the Signal platform. So this is a cloud-based storage system. Everything that you do will be web-based. So as you're out in the field, there's no uploading or anything like that. It's all saved on the cloud. It is a standalone system, but is used with our soil beacons, like I said in the previous statement. So one thing we love about Insights is it's easy to use. It's affordable for both retailer and growers, and we really strive to have great connectivity for you guys to be able to talk. So fitting those puzzle pieces together for grower and retailer to be able to be all on the same page and make great data focused decisions. The Soiltech difference. So Insights was built with lots of feedback from specifically potato growers and farmers, advisors, and food processors. So this is the system is able to help you guys communicate through all the process of the field. We are a planting and pre-planting software all the way through harvest and storage system. So it's great access to your data management for a full crop season. Very affordable and able to be utilized on any kind of level. Some grower benefits that we'll go over today and you'll see in our live demonstration: bulk imports and exports, gap reporting and any kind of specific custom record keeping that you need to do, integrations with our Soiltech devices, irrigation tracking, and any kind of digital transformation and note-taking skills. So you do not have to use the pen and paper, or if you choose to use the pen and paper, this is a great way to be able to save that. Retailers and advisors, we do have a CRM tool within our system for all of your sales team or management teams to be able to manage their customer lists, creating crop recommendations, and then being able to push those to work orders and or to push those to the farmer, creating templates for chemicals and dry fertilizers, and then also simplifying the compliance and record keeping skills for your growers to make it all an easy use software for the grower to use, as well as you being able to have everything and map everything they're doing on the farm as well. Food processors, this is a great way to share growing plans with your growers. So it keeps it unified and makes it nice across the board for all of your producers. The traceability aspect in the storage facilities, we'll be able to see that today in our live demonstration. Being able to see it came from this field, which was applied with this products throughout the season, and then it came and moved into this storage facility. It's a pretty seamless and beautiful system that we've built, generating usage reports and able to basically track any kind of activity that's happened from planting to harvest and then into storage. So we're going to go ahead and jump in and we will check out the live demonstration. So basically this is the beautiful homepage that you'll access. So you can see across the US our fields that we have currently in this account. As you click on these fields, you'll be able to locate any kind of information that is attached to that and weather. Let's go ahead and also we can click through some of these home fields. So here's our weather displayed, here's our acreage, our crop, date planted, all that good stuff. Something you can navigate also is through our grower list. So we can select our grower by name, selecting that list, and then we're going to walk through the hillside farm here. Today, this is going to be a presentation to go over pretty much every functionality of the program. So we look forward to chatting with you and getting with you guys one-on-one. So don't forget to utilize that Q&A box there at the bottom if you have any questions. So today we're going to walk through this left side panel. The profile, this is going to be anything and everything you need to know about the field in the current season. The Google Maps button here is going to give you access to have turn-by-turn directions to the field. This is a great way to utilize if you have interns or anybody that is not super familiar with possibly, the area. As we scale through the profile here, you have your field acreage, crops, different varieties, the seeding rates, tillage methods, any kind of contracts that need to exist on the field. So this is a really good place to put any kind of extra details about the field. Field map, this is going to be a functionality where you can import your layers and access NDVI layers. So your imported layers will display on this side. It will be yield data, as applied planting data, things like that. In DVI, this is going to be anything. Obviously, right now we are outside of a season, but this will be $1 an acre a year. We are powered by Planet. So being able to utilize these within season and look at our device data with that is going to be very useful in some decision making for you guys. Field overview. This is a basic calendar just to show off when applications were made, when irrigation events have happened, and just a kind of a quick overcap of what's been going on the field. Lab results, that's as simple as it sounds. This is a place to house those any kind of lab results, soil and or tissue. This is a place for a custom form. We will discuss that in a little bit further detail here towards the end of the webinar. But this is any kind of CSV, PDF, any type of information like that can be housed inside of here. Irrigation. This functionality is going to be used in two different ways. For growers, you can just go ahead and record your events as they are happening with amounts. You can associate a cost. And then up here is a graph of basically from when you start inputting information all the way until your season is through. The recommendations tab, you're able to create recommendations based on what you're wanting to apply to the field as the retailer or a irrigation management company, and then push those to the grower so they can actually record and do the irrigation event. Applications. This is the meat and potatoes of Insights. So everything that you see here is going to be Agrian label, powered by the Agrian label database as you're inputting your application records. So as you can see here, we also have weather tied to each application that you're doing. That's pulling from our local weather. And then also same functionality as the irrigation. As a retailer or any kind of overseer of the farm, you are able to create those recommendations. As those recommendations are hanging out here, you will be able to push them into, let's just save this here so you can kind of see how that functionality works. So you're able to have this and accept it. Once it's accepted, it will move into recorded events. We'll scroll down here and grab that with today's date. Here's the application made. Here's the product. We can edit this with all of our information that we did today. Maybe we changed the rate, and we will submit, and it saves that for us. Let's scroll down here, and here we go. You can view them and or delete them if needed, but this is a great way to build that field history on what is going on your field, grower-wise as well as retailer-wise. Crop status. This is what we call crop scouting. So a couple things here. This is the ag crop status. This is going to be mainly for potatoes and any kind of tuber crops. This is a existing form that we have in here. You are also able to create a custom form. Like I said, we will go over that here shortly. Here, let's just view this custom form. So these are different things that we put on the custom form for our field scout to be out there looking for. And then you're able to add photos and kind of pinpoint where you were at on the map. Great way to build some repertoire and have good communication with your grower on what's going on out in their field. And growers, this is a great way to keep track of kind of what was happening in the field. And maybe you were out there before your retailer or some a different scenario like that. You're able to communicate what you're seeing as well with them. Sustainability is a demo product that we have going on right now. This is something that you can look to for trips to the field, trips to storage, any kind of emissions that you're looking to track. So you can click through that screen and kind of look through that functionality. It is a demo product, like I said. Documents is as simple as it sounds. This is just some documents that you'd like to keep track of on the field level. So harvest check, any kind of land contracts, pivot system setups, anything you feel like it might need to be held with the field boundary. And this is field devices. So where you have your Soiltech devices located in your farm, we'll be able to add field devices as well as track the most recent reading. So all of these readings are coming from the most recent for our growth report. You're also able to remove these if you want and add them to a different field. So device data is also going to be things you can turn on and off. So what you want to see and what you don't want to see. So harvest, this is going to entail a ticket that gets you to our storage. So up here in this storage tab right here, we do have a facility set up called Facility B. Let's just show you, this would be a scenario of you're in the field, you're creating this load ticket, you're going to track it to where you're taking it to. So let's just say this is truck 16. Today's the day we departed. It's pending. We're going to submit that. It's going to show up in our load details. From there, we're going to click on in here to storage. There's our Facility B that we have set up. Inside of Facility B, we have two different bays, as you can see on the map over here as well. This is general information about our storage facility. And then once we get into traceability here, this is kind of where the magic happens. So right down here, here's that load 16 that we just said was coming home from the field. We're going to accept that load. And then right here, we're going to add it to a zone. So we have these zones previously set up. We're going to give it a weight, a protein number, a moisture number, and then we're going to keep that as accepted. So this is going to throw it into the zone that we selected. And as you can see, our zones are showing up over here, along with all of our great information that we have associated. So crop variety, any kind of display notes that you need, if it was loaded in hot, it was a cold day, you know, anything that you need to note there. And then here's how we create those zones. So this is some good information to make sure that it's going in the right area within your storage zone. Yeah, so this traceability system, we have great feedback from potato growers so far that have used this system and saying this is wonderful. Like before we were kind of writing this down on paper. Now we're able to fully, see what's going on, where things are at, how we're going to load things out based on when they were put in there, different things like that. So also within this storage mode, you're going to be able to add those devices to storage as well. Applications, same as applications in field. Crop status, same as utilizing it in the fields tab as well. One thing that we did talk about was the CRM tool. So this is our customer relations management tool. I am a farmer myself, right? So I am just as guilty of writing things on sticky notes and sticking them on my dash. So this is hopefully going to help clear some of that up. And like I said, remember, we're all web-based, so we can do it right from the seat of our vehicle, or right at in the farmer's office, wherever we are. So let's view a profile setup here. So this is Ethan. He's a farm manager. Here's the farm he works at, his email, his phone number, any kind of associations that I know about Ethan, right? I can stick in here. Any kind of crops that I know that they are working with on the farm. And these are going to be different phone calls I've had with him or different things we've done for the farm. Down here at the bottom is any kind of documents that can survive within our relationship with Ethan. So one thing that we're looking forward to putting on here is a recent activities button. So this is going to show some recent activities that you are able to see that happened within our program. Reports is reports. So running a summary report, this is going to be a good year-end report. I do have one pulled up here, and this is going to take out from each product and the dates that it was applied, as well as any kind of cost that you would have associated with that. Pulls in for your REI and PHI, the rates, the total amount applied, and the acreage applied per product. So this is a great report to pull at the end of the year to make sure you're, looking at those, where you spent your money, how you're spending your money, and what you've applied on the field. Quick rec, this is a way to apply a recommendation across multiple fields at the same time. So we'll do create rec, and it's going to ask us for a season. So we must have a season. This is a good stopping point to show you guys that the fields must have a season and an active season in order to do activities within the field. So always make sure that you have an active season on your fields. Up here in settings, I promised we would go over some different custom forms. So let's head on into the form generator. So right here, you're able to see that we have some set up. We have a harvest check set up, a field scouting for potatoes. We're just going to go ahead and edit this. As you can see down here, this is all the inputs that we've put inside of here. So we're able to delete and remove any of these, or we're able to edit them. So let's just say we don't want this to say farmer grower. We just want this to say grower. We can confirm that, and it will just change the data, or change the identification of that box. So what your field scout would be seeing is they would be filling in this box, and this is the description of what they need to be finding. Down here, as I can see, the input button. This is going to be where we can add certain things. So if you want a date check, you want a select button, a number button, a text button, anything like that we can add, or we're always able to remove things. Here's our map, and if you add the map, you'll be able to have these functionalities throughout the crop scouting as a pin or drawing a zone or any kind of shape. And then, then submitting that, it'll save. And we can utilize this within crop scouting. So another way to utilize a custom form would be in your gap reporting, any kind of NRCS reporting that you're needing to do. This is a great way to communicate exactly what you need. And one thing that Insights is very proud of, and Soiltech is very proud of, is making those reports extremely customizable for you guys. We are always wanting to make sure we track the correct information for you and help you build that report that you can generate out of our system. So that is something that we're very proud of here at Soiltech. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask, and I'm going to pause for just a second and see if Kendall has anything for me. Okay, great. Those were some great questions. I appreciate you guys asking those. And if we can, I just want to go over a couple things now that we're at the end of our presentation. There is going to be email sent out to you from after the webinar with some good information you're going to want to hold on to. We appreciate you guys coming out, and we do hope that you reach out. I will be the CS that you'll get to speak with as you sign up, or as you show interest in Insights. You will be working with me. And yeah, I look forward to chatting with you, and hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for attending.